Hi Leo, welcome to your May love forecast. The general reading will be up next week. So the energies for May are interesting because we have so much celestial activity in your 10th house of career. We have the Sun, we have the new moon on the 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus on the 14th, 16th Uranus makes a change into Taurus, which is massive in astrology, but it can mean that maybe you're thinking of drastic changes in your career. So there's a lot of focus on career at the minute for you, Leo. So there may be a little bit of neglect in your love life. Mars is in Capricorn, in your 6th house. So be careful of not taking care of your body properly whenever you're exercising, such as wearing helmets and things. But in terms of your love life, it's going to be moving into your 7th house of partnerships on the, I believe, the 17th of May. So you may be finding that the people you're more attracted to are more long-term than just physical, because Mars is a very physical planet. But whenever it's in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, it's more about equality, it's more about substance. Okay, so we'll see what we have for you, Leo. I dropped some cards on the floor here. Let's see what fell out. Temperance and the 3 of Pentacles. So finding balance is going to be pretty particular for you in love. So let's see what's going on for Leos in love. Leos in love. Leos flying out here. Star. So I feel like Mars going into Aquarius is going to be significant for you, Leo. Okay? In terms of who it is you're meeting and what they're bringing to the table. I feel like you may be a little bit more selective. I know Leos are pretty selective anyway. 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, King of Swords, and the 6 of Wands is how they see you. King of Shields with 2 kings. And a Knight, the Empress, and Justice. And Temperance yet again. So I'm going to move this, Leo, so that you can see the cards that we have here. Okay, so that's better. Interesting picture being painted here, Leo, I must say. I mean, so in the past we have the 7 of Pentacles. Present situation we have the 5 of Wands. So there may have been a situation that you wanted to develop further than it has. There's been delays or there's been miscommunications, I feel, in your love life. There's been confrontations that may have been unnecessary, but they felt quite heated at the time. You were hoping for a certain amount of progress. Potential progress that didn't happen. I mean, the other person, so whether you're in a committed relationship or whether you are recently single, or you have somebody in mind, what I'm getting here with the 2 of Wands is that the other person maybe is a little bit, let me say, they're a little bit concerned, okay? So they seem to have a one way or the other direction to go. They have a choice to make, okay? I feel like this is in relation to you, and I feel like it may be in relation to fighting. So you may be in a situation where there's been a lot of confrontation. For the person you're thinking of, and it could be an air sign or an earth sign here. I'm getting Taurus, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So I feel like we've got all the elements here. I mean, we're actually we don't have any cup cards, which is interesting. So I feel like what's going on here is a lot to do with practicalities in relationships. You know, whether they're distant, whether they're feasible, whether you're in a financially good state or whatever. I mean, what you need to know about the other person is they have similar types of energy to you, because, you know, they're coming across as the Knight of Wands. Someone who's maybe a little bit in and out of the situation, maybe someone who is a little bit hasty in decision making. They're possibly a little less, thoughtful of the long term, but they want something quite significant. So they're looking for this King of Pentacles type energy, okay? So they're looking for someone that's stable financially, stable mentally, stable emotionally, someone who's very reliable, very dependable. That's what they're looking for. How they're seeing you is someone who's coming across as thinking with his or her head, and possibly a little bit distant and a little bit cold. So I feel like you're coming across a little bit distant. I mean, they sort of feel like either your interest in them is ego related, or they're questioning your intentions. They're questioning whether or not you see them as a conquest, or they're questioning whether or not you're in this for the real deal, because they want you to be in it for the real deal, right? They want this King of Pentacles type energy from you, but you're coming across as a King of Swords, you know, air energy, earth energy. You're coming across more in the air energy. But they feel about you, they see you as a prize. I mean, they see you as really attractive. They see you as really passionate. They see you as successful. They see you as all these wonderful things. But the problem is you're coming across as someone that possibly doesn't really care as much as they do. And they're sort of, they're wondering, is it worth their while investing in this? The advice for you, the Empress, is to access the feminine side of your personality, whether you're male or whether you're female. Be nurturing, be inviting, be almost motherly, you know, be almost parental. Show that you care, take care of them, make little, what's the word? Little demonstrations of affection. Show them how you feel. Because, I mean, the outcome is justice. So if you have been in a position where you've been neglecting this person and you know you've been neglecting them and they do decide to leave, they're only doing what they think is fair. But the way I see justice is that the outcome is going to be fair and balanced. It's going to be someone that's really thought through a decision. And a lot of the time with justice, it's weighing up the options from both of you. So I feel like this will be a mutual decision, or it may be more to do with, you know, with Temperance here, them weighing up the pros and cons of this relationship, because I feel like something's missing for them. Like, it's causing fights. I think they're feeling like you're more into your work, or you're not particularly invested in them. And to be honest, Leo, your energy is coming across as being just that. Being invested in work and being invested in time, and not really showing your hand with this person. I mean, I want to kind of clarify this Justice card if you don't mind. Clarification for the Justice card in the outcome position. Clarification for the Justice card in the outcome position. Clarification for the Justice card in the outcome position. What is the clarification for the Justice card in the outcome position? Justice card in the outcome position. What is the outcome Justice card? Oh. Two of Swords. Wow, okay. I'm tempted to just pull another one, the Emperor. And finally, Judgment. Okay. Leo, this is actually quite big, okay? Two of Swords, reluctant to make a decision, feeling quite stuck. This person really cares about you, but they're not sure that you can give it your all. You're really coming across as being very, very invested elsewhere and not putting in the time, not putting in the effort, and you're not coming across as the romantic here. You're coming across as someone with a lot of things on, a lot of things that they should be doing. You're coming across as the Emperor when you should be coming across as the Empress, right? The Emperor is ruling his empire and he's doing his like work thing, and he's like rigid and he's thinking his head over his heart. The Empress is more nurturing. This is your advice as the Empress. I feel like this is a very compatible energy with you and the other person, but you're not coming across as you care. And Judgment here is you're going to reach this decision together, but there's going to be serious talk. So you may be going through a crisis talk. You may have been through a tough time in love with somebody. If you're single, you're coming across as someone who's not got the time, okay? You're coming across as someone who's just not ready for that type of thing. And you should be coming across as someone, if you are single, you should be dating. You know, you should be mixing, you should be socializing, you should be enjoying, you know, flirtationships. But you're actually just coming across as someone who's more invested in other things. I mean, even the clarification cards, there's still no cups. It's strange. It really is. It's coming across so much like you're invested elsewhere. You're doing too many things at once. You know, I see the Seven of Pentacles here. You're coming across as completely self-sufficient. And the King of Swords, you know, they're seeing you as quite hard to get through to. Like, you don't care as much. And in reality, they want to see this side of you, you know, where you're invested and committed and making time for this person. A lot of the time, Pentacles for me sort of remind me of not only coins, but of clocks. So no, it's the way you see your time, like investing your time in things. King of Pentacles is someone that puts a lot of time and effort into his relationships. King of Swords, he's defensive, really. You know? I mean, this person is warm-hearted. They really want something from you, but you're coming across as too shut off. You know, maybe, you know, I must be saying this. Maybe you're not so sure about this person. Maybe you're not so sure they're the one for you and you're dragging your feet. Well, they might make the decision for you and remove themselves from the equation. There's going to be a big decision made in May, Leo. And you know, this Judgment card is the outcome. I'm tempted to just pull one more card because Judgment's a tricky outcome to get, you know? It's like you either decide to go, you know, reconcile, or you decide to completely forget this person. It's Judgment Day. You're being called to task on the way you're behaving, Leo, so be careful. This person's not going to stick around if you're not investing in them. Clarification for Leo, love outcome, clarification. Okay, I'm going to say this is where I'm sticking. I think some came out there. Put those underneath. And just Queen of Swords. Huh. You could be dealing with an air sign, but there's indecision going on here. There's indecision between you and this person. I'm not sure where this is going. There's going to be a big decision, and it's between you two where you take this, but there seems to be some sort of like defensive energy going on here. There's going to be a conversation. You're either going to decide to make it or break it, Leo. This is pretty big. So whatever the decision is, it's between the two of you. It looks like it's going to be different for everyone, but just make sure you're fair, you know? If you're going to think with your head and your whole relationship, don't leave it to the end to make a different decision. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Leo. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for all your likes and subscriptions, and I will see you again for your general reading. Bye!